it can feel like floating on a very big ocean and looking down through the layers of water, which in themselves are very beautifully coloured, and seeing different things at different levels moving together. And sometimes they form interesting patterns, or they often form interesting patterns. But there is a sense of them moving and continuing to move, and patterns connecting with patterns and then moving on and so on.
And that sometimes the connections make logical sense, if you will, for me, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes it is a very rapid flight of fancy. Sometimes I describe it to other people like lightning, internal lightning flashes.
But when I grasp something,
Yes.
I generally vision it diagrammatically or in an image.
Okay.
And I learn real well from diagrams.
So you're telling me
Got some diagrams in them, then I pay attention to those diagrams. So I'm looking across different fields for similarities in sociology, social sciences. People always want to try and organize something in terms of a table or a matrix.
But when you first look at it, it just appears to be kind of a murky ball full of something. Gelatinous, maybe, not clear, but not opaque. And over some period of time, either almost instantly or even over a long period of time, could be anywhere from an instant to several years, the fog clears, and what winds up is a very clear image and understanding of whatever was there to begin with.
My intuition is connected with fundamentals and, the basic stuff that the world is made of. So really, really fundamental. Like absolutely beginning basics, all the way down to origins, exactly.
And then it takes one of the bubbles and it expands that into a universe, which is a kind of rather interesting, connected, huge universe. And in this universe, you go from seeing the whole of the earth down, 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 until you see a country, until you see a town, until you see a tower, until you see in the window of a tower a glass of Guinness. And then you go further and further in and you find a bubble, and then behold, there's another universe. I love watching it. I watch it again and again. It does great things for my mind.
Yeah, I don't think that intuition and that integrated intuition is always about some future thing. Sometimes it is, and I have sometimes seen things or had ideas, at least as I recall it now, long before other people did. So there is that part of it, actually, about the past or connecting things that are in the present with things that were in the past.
My introverted intuition does not work very well in company. I really need to be alone.
I need long, uninterrupted periods of time, to do good work, and that's my preferred way of working.
The need to become clear for important issues isn't something that I can control the time on. It may take as long as it may take. And I'm not even aware at a conscious level of what's happening or that it's being worked on, but at some point all the stuff that's moving around coalesces and sort of sinks in some way. And then it fits, or it becomes part of the more solid fabric of my sense of the world. And then it is right, and it is the thing to do. So that's the sense of always looking for how something else might fit in at a different level or in a different way to my current understanding of how the world is and what's meaningful.
Oh yeah, that's how that piece fits in there.
That getting clear bit has been very helpful to me because of the difference between how I am externally and how people experience me and how I experience myself internally, which is much more flaky and less decisive than I perceive is the impression I create. I think people perceive me as very competent. I've been told sometimes unapproachably competent, which always surprises me.
One of them is that we kind of prejudge that other people won't get it. But that's not that prejudgment doesn't come out of nowhere. We've had those experiences in life. But actually the one that I have more frequently is that what seems so interesting and exciting to me when I ruminate about it, when I bring it out into the world, if you will, to the light of day, or to try and explain it to another human, they don't necessarily see it as brightly as I do, or they don't find it as intriguing as I do.